Hi everyone, I'm Lauren and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing Pack With Me for Disneyland Paris. I've been to Disneyland Paris a lot of times before, but this is the first time we're going for the New Year's Eve party in the Disneyland park. I'm really excited. Let's get into the video. I'm going for 4 days and 3 nights, and this is all the clothes that I'll be taking. So underwear and socks, I would say 4 of each, just to make sure you've got enough. I'll be taking 4 pairs of trousers, 2 leggings, 1 pair of jeans and 1 pair of tracksuit bottoms. The next thing I'll be putting in is pyjamas. They're quite important. So for tops, I've got 4 normal tops and 4 thermal tops. It's a swimming costume. Some hotels have a pool, so you might want to go swimming, especially if it's really cold outside. Jumpers, 1 thin jacket, 1 hoodie, and I'm going to wear another hoodie on the way, so I'll have 2 with me in total. A coat, which I'm not going to put in because I'm going to wear, but that's just here. So the next thing I'm putting in is 1 pair of fluffy socks. I'll probably wear them on the plane as well. 2 hats. You don't really need 2, but I just want to take 2, so that's 2 hats. I like to take fingerless gloves because it's much easier getting on and off rides, and also it means you can get your fast passes out of your lanyard to go on the rides when you need to. My scarf, and then of course my Minnie Mouse ears. I'm just going to wear them for now because they're cute. This pair of sunglasses, because even though it's really cold, it sometimes gets quite sunny, so it's good to take a pair of sunglasses with you when you go. So the next thing I'm going to be putting in my suitcase is all this food. Because I'm vegan, it means sometimes at Disneyland Paris there isn't a lot of things to eat. So I've decided I'm going to take some food with me, and since it's New Year, it'll be really busy in all the restaurants, and it can be quite hard to get a reservation in the one that you want. So I've decided I'm going to take some things in case we come across a situation where there's nothing that I can eat. So I'm taking 5 plain bagels, and also I'll be taking some peanut butter, but we forgot to buy it, so I don't have that. The next thing is some brownie bars. Are these even vegan? Some brownie bars, because they're quite small, you can just take one in your pocket or your bag. After that we have some fruit sherbet from the plane. So you can eat these when you're taking off and landing on the plane, and it means that you equalise your ears so they don't hurt, basically. Other chewy sweets because I wanted them, and some malt loaf, but it's Aldi's own brand because the normal one isn't vegan, so if anyone's vegan, there you go. There's a pack for you. And then the last thing is this ginormous bag of peanuts, because why not? Everyone's allergic to peanuts. The last thing is this water bottle, because sometimes in the parks there's water fountains around, so if you need a drink and there's massive queues in the restaurants, you can just grab some water. The next thing I'm going to be putting in my suitcase is this small bag of medications. Sometimes it can be quite expensive or quite hard to get medication when you're there, so I would definitely recommend just taking a few bits and pieces. So the first thing we've got is antiseptic wipes in case you get a cut or a blister, so you can just wipe that and make sure it doesn't get infected. We also have blister plasters by Compeed, which are really good because sometimes if you're walking around the parks for a long time, it's quite common to get blisters, so I would definitely recommend taking these with you. The next thing is ibuprofen and paracetamol, also known as Tylenol. Lemsip tablets just in case of a cold or anything like that. Antihistamines for allergies and hay fever. Rennie for indigestion, and Strepsil for sore throat. The next thing I'll be putting in is hand warmers and feet warmers, which are really useful to have. Sometimes it gets really cold and you'll be outside for hours at a time. It can be below freezing sometimes, so it's definitely something worthwhile taking, and you can buy them really cheaply. You can buy them on Amazon or at a local shop. Each one lasts 10 hours, which is great, and I would recommend having 1 pair for each day. So the next thing I'm putting in is a poncho just in case it rains. I will be taking a raincoat with me. I've got a fur coat, not real fur, so in case it rains and I want to wear that, then I have a poncho. I'll probably take more than 1. The next thing I'm packing are my lanyards. So I have 1 lanyard which is like a little pouch, and it just has some euros in it. And then I have this other lanyard, which is like a see-through lanyard, and it has my annual pass and my DVC membership card inside. You can put your fast passes inside too when you're inside the parks, which is super useful. The travel adapters to get from the UK plug to the European plug. We've got a usual one so I can charge my camera and my laptop, and then we have one that turns to USB, so for any iPads and phones we can just use one and we can charge 4 things at once, which is super useful, and we bought this on Amazon. Also take a portable charger, because often you'll be in the park for a long time, especially on New Year. We might end up being in the park for over 12 hours, probably even more, so it's really useful to take a portable charger so your phone doesn't run out. A pack of 3 notebooks, because sometimes it's good to write things down so you can remember what you liked and didn't like. But you can also use it to plan your day, and you can write down what time the parade, the fireworks and different things like that are at, if you have any meal reservations and anything else you want to write down about your day. So that's super useful to take, and obviously a pen also, but I don't have one, so who knows. The next thing, of course, is a hairbrush. Pretty standard. Hairbrush is good. Also, making sure you've got a phone charger. Also be taking my MacBook and charger too, but I'll probably keep them out for now because I need them. Another thing that I would recommend taking is a fanny pack. I'm not going to take it with me this time because we're taking proper bags, but if you're going in the summer or if it's a bit warmer, it's quite useful to take one of those. And another thing you could take is one of these kind of bags. So we bought this at Disneyland Paris a couple of years back, and it's super useful for if you don't want to queue up to get in. If you take a bag into the park, you have to queue in a separate queue to go through security. You can fold it up into a small pouch like this, which is attached to the inside of the bag, which means you can put it in your pocket, and then if later on you want to take a jacket off, you can put it inside. If you buy any food or drinks that you want to keep, then you can put those inside too. That one's really good for spring or autumn, so you can take a jacket. The next thing I'll be packing is a plastic bag so that you can put any laundry or wet clothes in it just in case, which is super useful so it stays organised, especially if you're going for a bit longer. I'll be taking this pouch that has all my camera things in. Then I have this Disney Vacation Club member bag, and I'll be taking this with me so I can carry it around the parks with anything I want in it for the day. The next thing I'll be packing is all my liquids. So since we're only going on a short flight, we're only taking hand luggage with us. So you've got to make sure that all your liquids can fit in a small plastic sealable bag. Each one has to be under 100 ml. So I've just got the standard things: some makeup, hand sanitizer, deodorant, some wipes, lip balm, moisturiser, those kinds of things in there. Then I've also got makeup brushes. I've got the Anastasia Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. And I also have the Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad Benefit palette. I also have this cute little headband that you can use to when you do your makeup so your hair doesn't get in your face, which is really useful. And I'm not going to take it because it's only short, but you might also want to consider taking a travel pillow if you're going on a long journey. So the last things you want to make sure you take is of course your passport and any travel documents that you might need. And of course standard things like wallet, keys to get back in your house when you get home in case you normally get locked out, phone. And that's it, you're packed. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful and gave you some good tips on what to take with you to Disneyland Paris, or any Disney for that matter. And make sure you tune back in because we'll be leaving in 2 days time and I'll be vlogging every single day. So make sure you come back to my channel to watch those videos. Bye! We're going for... No, stop it. We're going for 4 nights and 3 days. No, we're not. We're going for 3 nights and 4... Okay, we're going... Okay, we'll start again. No, I'm not right. Okay, so... I'll take my off. Okay. And how am I going to start right now? So, I'm just going to start it. I like to take... Oh, okay. Go and pull it. So the next... Antiseptic wipes, I don't really know why. Company are really good, not sponsored. And Strepsils for sore throat. For sore throat. Sore throat. Ow! I'm gonna go get my makeup first. I've got the into £1. so dumb.